This is an embargoed news conference.
Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me for today's announcement about upcoming amendments to the Business Corporation Act. You have heard our government speak a lot about the importance of ensuring that investors and job creators know that Alberta is open for business and that we are committed to taking action to ensure that our province is the most attractive jurisdiction to start and grow a business, to attract investment, and to create jobs. As Alberta's economy continues to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic, it has been encouraging to see financial institutions and economic think tanks to project that Alberta will lead the country in economic growth over the next 2 years. We've talked a lot about the Alberta Recovery Plan and how it is designed to attract and support economic investment, and we're seeing that investment. Our tech and innovation sector has had 2 years of record-setting growth. We have grown from 1,200 to over 3,000 tech companies in that time. And we have seen exponential growth in venture capital investment. We have seen globally recognized tech accelerators like Plug and Play and 500 Startups announce plans to set up shop here in Alberta. And most recently, we have seen Amazon commit over $4 billion to develop and build a new state-of-the-art data center in Calgary. This is the biggest tech investment in Alberta's history. In the film industry, Alberta has attracted nearly $1 billion worth of production costs since January of 2020. The largest of those is HBO's The Last of Us series, which is the biggest TV production in Canadian history and is estimated to bring over $200 million to Alberta. We've also seen several multi-billion-dollar investments announced in hydrogen and petrochemical projects all across the province, which will create thousands of jobs. We already know that Alberta is an attractive place to do business, but we want to make Alberta the best place to do business. Alberta is a land of opportunity, but when it comes to the policies in the Business Corporations Act, we have been falling behind what other governments have put in place. So over the last year, my team and I have been working hard to fix this. And today I'm introducing Bill 84, the Business Corporations Amendment Act, which will make Alberta an even more competitive place to do business. I am proposing a number of changes in this legislation that would give Alberta businesses every possible competitive advantage, from incorporation to investment and from operation to growth. We are removing barriers for companies trying to decide where in Canada they might incorporate, making Alberta the most compelling destination of choice for business investment in the country. From clarifying roles and protections for directors and shareholders to adding flexibility for financial reporting and in some cases making shareholder approval more timely and streamlined, we are ensuring that Alberta maintains its position as an attractive business environment. We are also ensuring that Alberta-based companies can attract the best and the brightest directors to help shape and grow the company, their companies for more success. We are proposing to put Alberta on the leading edge of corporate legislation by enabling corporate opportunity waivers, a policy that is already being used successfully in Delaware, Maryland, Washington, and Georgia, and which will make it easier for Alberta companies to attract investment from private equity and venture capital funds. Additionally, we are increasing the time frame that a business can revive after dissolution from 5 years to 10. And we are removing revival timeframes altogether for nonprofits, societies, and cooperatives. These changes to our legislation are not just needed, they have been asked for. We have been speaking with hundreds of business experts across Alberta over the last year, from owners and investors to lawyers and accountants, to the banking industry and the academic community. Many of these experts specialize in advising clients across Canada and around the world to help them in setting up shop here in Alberta. And they were clear that our corporate legislation needed to be updated and modernized in order to enable businesses here to succeed and to enable them to attract even more investment to Alberta and to attract more businesses to Alberta. So I'm excited about the opportunity to help aid Alberta's economic recovery and bolster the growth and diversification of our economy. The changes we are proposing today are yet another example of how Alberta's government will leave no stone unturned when working to make our province more competitive and a more attractive place to do business. I am confident that these changes to the Business Corporations Act, taken together with the other factors that make up the Alberta Advantage, will make Alberta the destination of choice in Canada to do business. I'd now be happy to answer any questions you may have.
All right, we will first go to the lines if there are any questions, and then in that time, if anybody in the room wishes to go to the microphone here to ask a question, please line up. Operator, are there any questions on the line?
There are no questions on the line at this moment.
Thank you. And I am not seeing any questions in the room here either. So thank you everyone for joining us this morning, and have a great day.
Thank you, everyone.